So Gav, the next thing you need to consider is space underneath the sink, particularly for the boiler. Could you talk us through that, please?
Yeah, so the minimum cupboard size to fit all our 3 boiler sizes is 400 millimetres.
Okay.
And most people typically have a 600mm width cupboard, so there's plenty of room to sort of accommodate the boiler without sort of losing too much space under the sink as well.
All right, so that's width-wise. What about height?
Yeah, so with height, the only other sort of thing to take into consideration is the height from the top of the boiler, to, as you can see here, just to where my finger is on the hose. The minimum height is 80mm. The reason we say that is that if it's any less than 80mm, there's a chance that this hose can get kinked and damaged.
Okay, and what about if you've got one of the sort of more old-fashioned styled Belfast or Butler sinks and it's sort of coming down into the cupboard and taking up a lot of the space? Are there any options if you've got one of those?
Yeah, and again, it's not a problem. All you can simply do is that actually in the base of your unit is just to cut a hole and then drop the boiler through the base of the unit so it sits underneath.
Oh, okay.
And what you typically have is that you'll have like 135mm of where it drops into it.
Right, we have a chiller as well, Gav, which is a sort of accessory that you can add on for your chilled filtered water. Similar size to the 4 litre boiler. What about if you want one of those as well?
Yeah, so again, if you want to purchase either one of our boiler sizes with a chiller, you need a minimum of a 600mm width cupboard.
Okay, and then what about if you've got a drawer in there or a bit of an awkward situation, an old kitchen which you can't really move around very much, and you're a bit stuck and you're a bit unsure, anything we can recommend?
Yeah, so all that we recommend in that instance is if there's any situation where you're not 100% sure, what you can do is please just take some pictures or even a video of underneath the sink and send the email through to us, and we'll advise the best possible way of installing it.
So you can just put some lines on there, kind of measure it out for the customer and just lay out the way you'd recommend they install it and just send that back to them.
Yeah, and it's quite easy and straightforward.